switch on the mic here.
It's on. Try it now.
Test.
So you can turn it on when you're ready. So I guess you'll just hear me start enter, rejoice, and find out.
So no intro?
I don't think so. I'll be outside, so just try to catch me. But I'm probably not going to have an E in my head.
That's fine.
So just play and adjust. I mean, you don't adjust, I will adjust.
You're fine.
Mics are not on, can you hear me? Testing, testing. I can hear myself. No, I sort of, kind of, maybe. And come in, enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a holiday. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Open and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Last verse. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today Good morning, and please rise as you are willing and able, and let's sing together our opening hymn, 1007. There's a river flowing in my soul.
Welcome. Sorry about the tiny bit of snafu outside, but I think I was able to talk loud enough for you to hear, and there's nothing I can do about the weather, folks. We live in Florida. It is so good to be with you this morning as we kick off a new church year. And as is the custom of our faith tradition, this service, we're going to participate in a water ritual, the water communion ritual to be specific. And again, welcome to First Unitarian Church of Orlando. I am Reverend Margalie Belizaire, the minister of this congregation. Also with me in the service today, our wonderful music team who so graciously welcomed us into the sanctuary. Aubrey, Connelly-Candelario, he's our music director. Daniella, Monzon-Villegas, accompanist. And a wonderful chalice choir. Yay! Yeah. And today we get a new choir, so I'm not going to say any more, but you'll see. At some point today, we have a new choir with probably shorter people who will be up here singing as well. And also joining in this service, Judith Stein-Farrall, our Director of Lifespan Religious Enrichment. The board, the 1U Board of Trustees will be here, led by Sandy Pollock, the President-elect, and Jonathan Gray will invite us into the practice of generosity. Our worship team exec for today's service is Neil Boris. And today, thank you so much, Catherine, for taking on as worship attendant. It was a little different today, but thank you so much for helping us come in together so we can gather together. So we greet you this morning, whether you are here in person or online, old friends and new ones, as we explore Unitarian Universalist faith, which draws us into a community of justice seekers with a commitment of lifelong spiritual growth and compassionate service to the community. Whether today is your first or your 1000th Sunday in our midst, you are welcome here. Whoever you are, whoever you love, you are welcome here. And this community, your whole self is welcome. We welcome your race, national origin, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, physical or mental abilities, economic status, and your religious background. We welcome you. We have an announcement from our Religious Enrichment, otherwise known as RE. Children Religious Enrichment programming begins next Sunday. Woohoo! And there are so many of them here today. So if you haven't yet, please make sure your families are registered. And check in at the information table in Gore Hall this morning, so if you want more information or to register. And for more information about our congregation announcements, go to orlandouu.org or email us at info@orlandouu.org. You can now find a list of the week's upcoming events in the electronic order of service. We have that right below. And this QR code up there on the screen will take you there. Will take you to the order of service and also upcoming activities. So Wednesday this week is 9/11, so it's Remembrance Day of 9/11. So I invite us to take a moment of silence to reflect on the events that occurred on September 11, 2001, all who perished that day, and those they left behind. I now call us to worship with the words of Reverend Deborah Hafner. A new year for beloved community. Happy New Year. Happy New Year for our beloved community. Happy new school year. We gather at the start of this new year as people of many ages, as people of many sexual orientations and gender identities, as people of many races and ethnicities, as people of many theologies and religious backgrounds, woven together in love for this community, with our hopes and dreams and prayers for this year before us, with our hearts and minds and spirits ready to be touched by the year before us. We offer in the year before us, with our hands and times and talents ready to be offered in the year before us. We gather together at the start of this new year with gratitude and love for those who have come before us, for those who stand here with us. May it be a good year, may it be a sweet year. So come, beloveds, let us worship together. I now invite the 1U board to offer us some words of welcome.
Good morning. I'm Sandy Pollack, and I'm your board president-elect this year. Today I'm filling in for our president, Greg Buckingham, who's on his way to a camping vacation, so hopefully he's getting ready to have some fun. I want to tell you, I haven't seen the sanctuary this full, and I love it. So it's wonderful to see everybody here today. Before we begin, I do want to take this opportunity to introduce you all to who your board is this year. And I think most of us are here, so if board members in the audience would come up. I know, we know that Greg's on vacation, and I believe Debbie Reinhardt, our secretary, is loving on a new grandchild. So she chose that over us, but who can blame her? Also, the other way you can know us is that most of the time when we remember, we do have a special Board of Trustee name tag, so you can grab us in social hour. So we've got Michael Lewis, Jim Irwin, Jonathan Gray, Treasurer Mr. Moneybags Ted Nelson, Joy Dickinson, and Paul Knight, and Beth Tura we're missing. I think she had some surgery, and I think everybody else I've told you about. So there we all are. Hit us up if you have any questions. We just started the year, and I'm already having fun with this group, and I know it'll only get better. So I'm honored to welcome everyone back after summer travels and breaks as we return to another year of worshiping and being together. You know, our board president, Greg Buckingham, has used this term, refresh and renew, several times this year in talking to us, and I really, really like this theme. Hashtag Wait Till Pledge campaign. So I hope you've returned from your summer activities refreshed as we renew our connections and spiritual journey together. Now today is our water service, and the Unitarian Universalist Water Communion or water ceremony has been part of our denomination's worship services since the 80s, and it's probably been part of First Unitarians for almost as much. It's been part of our service for decades. And to me, it represents our values of interdependence and interconnectedness. Because once again, as we've been doing for many, many years, we will mingle our individual waters that we've collected from our summer activities with everyone else in our beloved community's waters, past and present. And I think that's a wonderful experience. So may we spend this year remembering to refresh, renew, and connect. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are the Allen family. I'm Reverend Kirsten. This is Sydney, Esme, and Jennifer. Our chalice lighting words were specially chosen for our water communion service this morning from Katie Gelfand. Please listen as I share them with you. We light this chalice as a symbol of reunion. We unite in this sanctuary to share the flow of our hearts with one another. We gather together in ritual to celebrate our fountains of joy, to hold each other through storms of grief, to guide one another through rapids of transformation, to rest together on ponds of stillness. Together we honor the spirit of water, its many forms, and its life-giving essence. And now I invite you to take a few minutes to greet the folks around you in the pews. We'll sign up for another one and you can do the reading, okay?
Awesome.
Now it's on. Sorry. It is
confusing when the green light's on and it's off. It is. Good morning, everybody. My name is Judith Stein-Farrall. For all the new folks in the room, I am the Director of Lifespan Religious Enrichment. And this is the time for all ages time when the message of the morning is shared at a level that everyone can get it. I'm not going to invite the kids up to the carpet this morning because everyone's going to participate in this morning, and I'm inviting Jonathan Gray to come up and help as well. What we are doing this morning is, who's familiar with thunderstorms in the state of Florida? But we don't have one this morning, so we're going to create one in honor of the water communion. Sometimes thunderstorms are good and beautiful and exciting. So what we are going to do this morning, I want to give everybody a chance to just get a quick practice. We are going to do different parts of creating a thunderstorm. We're going to rub our hands together, as Jonathan's doing. Okay, and then we're going to snap. All right. We're going to pat our thighs, and then we're going to clap our hands at some point. All right, and then we're going to also make sounds of thunderstorms, okay? So Jonathan's going to take one side of the room, and I'm going to take the other, and I'll lead us through it, and you just follow along. As we change what we're doing, you change what you're doing. Has everyone got it? All right, I'm turning the mic off now. Apparently, thunderstorms take energy. And thank you for being part of the experience. Thank you, Jonathan, for helping. No.
Once again, welcome, beloveds, both familiar faces and new one. As we gather here at the beginning of a new church year, let us first pause, breathe, and acknowledge the sacredness of this moment. So let's pause for a few seconds. For some, this summer might have been a time of rest and rejuvenation, filled with moments of beauty and renewal. For others, it may have been a season of challenge, change, or even stillness. Whatever your summer held, I hope it was one that met your needs, whether you realized them or not. For me, it was a time of healing. For me, it was a time of repair and healing. And as we gather once again, we enter this season with much to reflect on and much to look forward to. Within our wider denomination, the new Article 2 of our UUA bylaws was approved, affirming love is indeed central to our faith. Now it stands clearly in the heart of our collective Unitarian Universalist identity. Love, in all its forms, guides our commitments, our actions, and our vision for a more just and compassionate world. In addition to the good news from our wider denomination, we here at 1U are also embarking on our own exciting journey with the start of a new strategic plan. It promises to be both exciting and challenging as we begin to shape the future of our congregation. So, with the work of the new Article 2 and our own strategic plan, and not to mention the needs of the world, we have much ahead of us as we begin this new year. Yet, beloveds, know that we are already stored inside of us, and in our community are the gifts and growth that we need to be successful. So all will be well. As we step forward together, I am confident that we will do well if we remember that we are not alone and invite love into our midst at every opportunity. If we allow love to guide our decisions, our relationships, and our work, we can create a community that truly embodies the heart of our faith. So, let us come together this year, not just to do church, but to be church. What do I mean by that? Well, we live in a world that constantly urges us toward action, toward achieving, producing, accomplishing. But in this sacred space, you are being invited to also practice setting that aside at times. Today, as we begin a new year together, I want to invite all of us to embrace the radical practice of being present, being in relationship. When we focus too much on doing, it can be easy to lose sight of what really matters. As we rush from one task to the next, we sometimes miss the deeper, quieter callings of our hearts. As a church community, we have much to do in the world, yes, and let us not forget to also connect with one another, with ourselves, and with the world around us. To simply say, let's not forget to be. In this place, love and relationship are the heart of everything we do. The work of building beloved community, the work of building beloved community is not measured solely on tasks that we have accomplished, but in the love and care we extend to one another. Our faith calls us to value people over productivity, connection over accomplishment. As we move into this year together, let us recommit to that calling. Throughout the year, let us strive to make space for one another, to listen deeply and see one another fully, to welcome the stranger and cherish the familiar. to practice the art of being together in community. And so whether you return today feeling rested or weary, full of hope or burdened by worry, know that you are not alone and you are welcome here, just as you are. You are part of this circle and your presence matter. May we see every moment, every challenge, every triumph as an invitation to love. May we root ourselves in the knowledge that love is not just a concept we speak of, but the very foundation of who we are as a congregation and as spiritual beings. With love at the center, we will face whatever comes with grace, strength, and joy. And let us enter this year with a list of tasks to do and with open hearts ready to receive the gift of community, to be fully present with one another and nurture the relationships that give life its meaning. May this year be one in which we practice being together, moving forward, hand in hand, in fellowship and hope as a community grounded in love. Welcome home, beloveds. Welcome to this new church year.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Gray, a member of the Board of Trustees. We invite you now to practice the art of generosity. It is one of our spiritual values which sustains the life and ministries of the church community. Let us be grateful for the opportunity to give, for it is a privilege to be able to do so. And let us be grateful for our needs, for they give us the opportunity to practice receiving. Today's full collection will go to the ministries of this congregation. You may also support this month's Share the Plate partner. This month it's Adult Literacy League. Please use the link in the newsletter or on the screen to donate directly to them. Please let one you know that you donated. The offering will now be collected. Note that you can also give online.
Snowflakes falling on the mountain, rain clouds covering the sun, springing from a marble fountain. brings refreshment to the land. Snowflakes falling on the mountain, rainbows covering the sun, springing from a marble fountain. The waters of the world are one. Lakes and rivers from the living, home many animals and plants, in our silent act of giving, and an earthly covenant. The waters of the world are one.
Thank you, that was beautiful. Let us joyfully receive what is offered here today in the spirit of gratitude and fellowship.
It is a time that we have set aside for reflection and for prayer and meditation. So bring your joys, bring your sorrows as we come together. Come just as you are. Your whole self is welcome here in this sacred space we are creating together. We have these beautiful flowers here. They are provided by Wendy Darrow and Cindy Watson in appreciation of Emmy Collins for her time, talent, and patience for a lovely kneading experience. So I know I saw you here today, Emmy. And this is from Ann Mount. I saw Ann earlier. Please send loving comfort to my dear local friend whose 36-year-old son ended his life last weekend in LA. So Ann, I was trying to see where you are. So Ann, your friend's family is definitely on my heart, and I invite all of us to keep this family in our hearts in prayer. We continue to hold our Orlando families and love our communities with care and the world with our compassion by acting for justice in all the small and large ways that will move the arc of justice. We know that wars, in a place we don't talk about much, but right now the people of Sudan are suffering from a great humanitarian crisis where children and women are being wasted away from starvation because of war. We keep them in our thoughts and prayer. We also know that fires, floods, and other devastations continue to impact the lives of many around the globe. Let us remember our connection to all living creatures and send them loving kindness. May all be at ease. And for all the joys and sorrows of this community shared and for those held close to the heart, let us pray, let us celebrate, and let us send one another healing energy. And today, let our children's voices raised in song be our prayer.
This is the children's choir. We've been meeting for about 3 weeks, and they are going to sing Spirit of Life. They're also going to do the sign language with it. Some of you may have remembered this from years before when we did it. It's slightly modified. But what I'm going to ask is that they'll sing it once. Just listen and watch. Give them a chance to fill this room for the first time with their voices. Then we'll project the lyrics and we'll all sing it again a second time. If you've learned the sign by watching them, great. If you already know it, great. But let's do a nice community second on that second verse.
Told you we had a new choir coming to sing for us. Woohoo! Absolutely wonderful. And now it is time for us to start the process of participating in our water communion. So once we start, I will start with pouring water, going as far back as 30 years. You heard Sandy when she gave her words of welcome say, people from the past and now. Yes, we actually have water that goes that far back. Yes, we do boil it every year, folks. Then you will come forward and add water as you are willing. If you didn't bring your own water, you can use water here symbolizing whatever you would like that water to symbolize for you. Before we do this part, I would first like to invite you to chat with your neighbor about what is the meaning of the water you either brought with you or the water you're going to pour in the bowl. What does it symbolize for you? Why is it important? And how do you hope to, in this new year, be welcoming to others within our midst? So, if you would turn to a neighbor, and the first person will speak for about a minute and a half. I will ring the bell once and then swap to the other side. So just talk about the meaning of the water that you either brought with you or what you will share in pour in the bowl here. So let us begin. I will first pour the water from this jar here, and then I invite you to come forward. If you would come in through this middle aisle and exit through the sides. So everybody will come in this way, and let's make room for one another. We have time. Beloveds, let us all bless this water that we will use. Not only will we keep some for time to come, but throughout the church year as we do child dedications, we will also use that for those rituals. So let us all bless this water. We're going to have a phrase up there. I will say some words and you will say these words that will be projected on the screen. And I'll do this when it's your turn to say the words. It is made sacred by the many hands that have poured it with intention and love, the many stories that each drop contains, the many lives surrounding it, and this unique moment connected by commitment and faith. This water is sacred. May it continue to flow through this community with shining reflection of unique gifts that flow through each of its members. This water is sacred. May it continue to nurture this community with sustaining hope that we journey together through ripples of growth and change. This water is sacred. May it continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our collective responsibility to one another and the world. This water is sacred. May its purity offer grace to our community and the willingness to forgive ourselves and one another when we make mistakes. This water is sacred. And moments of confusion, when we are confused or uncertain, may it brings us clarity of purpose and commitment. This water is sacred. And moments when the reservoirs of our hearts and spirits are drained by sorrow or pain, may it nourish them with the knowledge that we are surrounded by a deep and abundant love. This water is sacred. This ends our ritual for today, and thank you for communing all these waters. And this water, as I said, we will boil, we will keep some here, and it will be here for others who will be here long after we are gone. And once again, please rise in body or spirit and sing with me the closing hymn, which I know many of you love, number 1064, Blue Boat Home.
I've been sailing
Yes, thank you for us. Beloveds, for this church year and beyond, with the words of Rosemary Watala Tromer, I wish you the peace that comes when we trust ourselves to meet whatever life brings. I wish you love beyond happy endings, the kind of love that seeps into everything, no matter where the story goes. Beloveds, worship has ended, and now the service truly begins. And our call to action is, as I've mentioned to you, what the things that we will be working on during the year. So I ask you to get in where you fit in. You belong in this community, and there's room for all of you. And remember, relationships is first and foremost. May we be so blessed.
What a beautiful service. Please say these words with me as we extinguish the flame. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.